Blocks are underway. They're going to take it off into 1 and 2, and with the early advantage getting clear of everybody, it's Zach Olmstead, but he's got a challenge. That's Lyle Russell sticking the nose to the bottom. 3 wide down the back straightaway battle for the lead. Russell to the bottom, Brian Stitch worked to the top side. Now they're side by side for second as Olmstead able to work out of that jam, but he's got Lyle Russell right down around the bottom. Lyle Russell steps out, little slideways. Now he's 3 wide. Stitch going to go around the outside. Taylor Burkhart trying to go down to the bottom. He'll get it, cut him off, and now set his sights on Brian Stitch. Here comes Brady Binkin, though, in the 7-Eleven machine. He's worked his way up to 4th. Your leader, 98Z, that is Zach Olmstead. 3-car battle now for your second spot. It's really a 4-car battle, 5 and 6, 7-car battles. Here comes Shea Seminole. That's all for the lead as they're all right up there. Throw a blanket over your top 7 cars as they work through 1 and 2. Lyle Russell on the slip slide back. He might have a problem or just set it up too loose. But up front now, that 7-car battle has turned into a 4-car battle with Garrett Hager and Shea Seminole not far behind. Battle for the lead is Zach Olmstead showing the way. They're side by side at the line for second between Taylor Burkhart and Brian Stitch. Burkhart going to test the waters down low, and that's really the only room he's got because everybody else is up to the top side. Off into 3 and 4 they go. Burkhart in the 250 running down around the bottom. Now Brady Binkin going to go down to the bottom with him. So we got Olmstead and Stitch up top, bumper to bumper. Down around the bottom, bumper to bumpers, Burkhart and Binkin. Your top 4 cars all side by side. And again, Garrett Hager and Shea Seminole waiting just behind them. And here comes Taylor Burkhart. Burkhart's got something working for him around the bottom. Oh, maybe steps out a little too much as they work through 3 and 4. And he's not going to quite get it done. And he's got a little shot to the shorts there by the 21 of Brian Stitch. So again, your top 4. And if they mess around too much longer, it's going to be your top 7 or your top 6. Daniel Irwin's coming there in a hurry, too, as well. But Brady Binkin testing the waters down low. Taylor Burkhart's kind of moved up into that middle groove. Stitch was right behind him as they worked through 3 and 4. Now off into 1 and 2. Brady Binkin kind of slipping back. Going to go now into that 4th spot as they kind of get it strung out single file. Your top 3 do at least. 4th place, that's Brady Binkin. He is under fire from Shea Seminole and Garrett Hager. Caution around in turn number 2. It is Spencer Hillbrink and Garrett Coleman. Straight away as we get set to go back to green. Zach Olmstead going to go way up top, assuming he's going to drop it down to the bottom. Yep, there he goes. The green flag flies. And oh, he kind of gets a little squeeze there to the 21 of Brian Stitch. But Stitch able to get up into that 2nd spot. That hurt the 250 of Burkhart more than it did Brian Stitch. But Stitch back into that 2nd spot. Burkhart to 3rd. Then it's Brady Binkin, Garrett Hager, Shea Seminole, and Cody Williams. Your top handful of cars all bumper to bumper, except for Olmstead. He's kind of got a nice gap in between him and that side-by-side battle for second between Taylor and Burkhart. And not much of a battle as Burkhart's going to get that spot right back. So Taylor Burkhart on the move. He'll slide up in front of Brian Stitch down the back straightaway. Stitch a little bumped right there, getting into 3 and 4. But everybody now nose to tail, and now they're going to drop through the corners. That's Brady Binkin trying to pick off the 3rd spot away from Brian Stitch. And if he drops down, he better hope he's got a hole to go back into up top because the freight train is coming, and right behind him it's Garrett Hager and Shea Seminole. So Hager going to go to the outside. Binkin stays in his line. It's Shea Seminole's turn to drop to the bottom of the racetrack through 3 and 4. And that's going to pull him side by side with Garrett Hager. This is back in the pack for your 5th spot. It's a battle for 4th as Brady Binkin right to the back, or the back bumper of Binkin getting used by Garrett Hager. Cross sticks halfway done. The train's leader right now is the 98Z Zach Olmstead, and as I say that, Taylor Burkhart drops the nose to the inside. He's going to challenge in 1 and 2. They're side-by-side battle for the lead, headed down to the back straightaway. Burkhart still's got a nose working to the bottom side as they work down the back straightaway, off into 3 and 4. But that's where Olmstead's going to get him cleared, but Burkhart really good on exit of turn number 4. He'll drop it all the way down to the bottom, and he'll pull up to the door. Headed off into 1 and 2, right to the back bumper in the quarter panel into turn number 2. And he can't quite get it, but here he goes. He's got the momentum working down around the bottom. New leader, it's the 250, Taylor Burkhart. So Taylor's now worked up to the lead. That'll move Olmstead back to your 2nd spot. As Brady Binkin still trying to find a way around Brian Stitch, and he's got company to the outside. as both of them do, as Garrett Hager's all over both the back bumpers. Brady Binken's got some problems down low, and that's going to get Hager to the outside. Can't get it there. Got squeezed on the back straightaway, and he had to get out of it. That allows Simino down to the bottom. As the train working around 3 and 4 now in the front stretch. As everybody kind of gets it straightened out, single file back in the pack. We got problems. That's Lyle Russell. I'm not sure if he just missed the setup here tonight, but he is really, really squirrely working around the racetrack. But everybody just going to fall in line. It's Taylor Burkhart showing the way. And around goes Lyle Russell. And it looks like he's going to, never mind, we are going to bring out the caution. So Lyle Russell loops it in turn number 2. Main event. After this, we'll go to our Sport Mod main event. And then the United Rebels as the green flag is back in the air. Off into 1 and 2 they go, and a good start there for Taylor Burkhart as he's able to get clear of all the rubble back there as they work down the back straightaway. And here comes Brian Stitch. He's got the momentum working to the outside as he's side by side still with Zach Olmstead. Oh, Olmstead's got a problem, can't get it turned. He gets the boot, and he may have found the wall. And yellow's out. I couldn't see exactly what happened because there's a sign and some people in the way. But as we headed off into 3 and 4, getting set to go, Taylor Burkhart leads them back to the green, and we are underway once again. Off into 1 and 2 they go. Brady Binken trying to go to the outside of Brian Stitch. That's the battle for your second spot as they work through 1 and 2. Now down the back straighter. Can't make it happen. 3 wide as here comes the wild child. Garrett Hager moves down to the bottom side. Binken in the middle. Stitch working the outside as they come through 3 and 4. Taylor Burkhart still showing the way, and if he had a mirror, he'd be gasping because right now there's a very hungry pack of 3, still 3 wide right behind him. Brady Binken, a little shot to the shorts right there, and Garrett Hager as he goes from the middle down to the bottom. That'll give Brian Stitch that second spot. Hager moves to 3rd, Binken back to 4th. Shea Simino, Cody Williams, your leader, is still the 250. Taylor Burkhart as he works around turn number 4. At the stripe, they're side by side for your second spot between Brian Stitch and Garrett Hager. Stitch and about everybody else working that outside line. Hager trying to find some traction for action down around the bottom. As they storm down the back straightaway, Garrett Hager again drives it to the bottom side, lets it roll through the center and try to get back on the gas so we can get some momentum on the 21 of Brian Stitch, and they're still side by side, headed off into 1 and 2. Brady Binken back there in that 4th spot, just kind of watching and waiting, see if anybody makes a mistake, and he can pounce on it as they go down the back straightaway. As Brian Stitch on the straightaway is able to get clear of Hager, but he'll catch back up going into the turns 3 and turn 1. And now he's actually able to get ahead of him coming out of turn number 4. Off into 1 and 2 they go, and it looks like Garrett Hager's found something down around the bottom. And yes, he's going to move up into that second spot, but not sure if he's going to have enough time because white flag going to come out this time by 1 lap to go for Taylor Burkhart. Burkhart, your leader. He'll set it off into 1 and 2. Garrett Hager, Brian Stitch going to do battle once again for that second spot. As Stitch going to try to fight back on the outside. Down the back stretch, those two are going to run through 3 and 4. Hager works to the bottom side. Stitch just under that rubber buildup. Checkered flag. Your winner. It's the 250 of Taylor Burkhart.
Give us the work no one else wants to do. We don't just go against the grain. We grow it. Give us the frontiers. The places where success is measured and pushed limits. Give us the middle of nowhere, where the only map is your buddy's tread marks. This life, no one's born ready for it.
For Can-Am ATVs and UTVs, contact Briny Motorsports in Hayes.